video. What's being projected? All right.
Yeah, so they got so whatever I'm watching, whatever I'm dealing with, whatever you see, it's because they put it on my algorithm. Okay? Like I was able to look at a lot of the people that's on TikTok, on YouTube, and talk to them directly. Like I'm like they having a live panel and they put me in a little box and I'm sitting there and we talking to each other. But the difference was, like you hearing my voice, you'll be able to see me through your screen. Okay. And then a lot of them was I call it the dark side of TikTok. You know, a lot of people like the evil shit until they getting chopped the fuck up somewhere, and they really getting burned the fuck alive somewhere. Like I'm so disgusted with a lot of these motherfuckers. It's ridiculous, right? And like I said, I was able to meet a lot of these motherfuckers through TikTok, and like you see on the screen, one of the dudes was like, "Yeah, this is not a yeah, because I know you wondering if this shit actually happening and is it really real, and it is. But I was just thinking that. I didn't say anything. Okay, shit deep, yo.
You know, I said I wasn't talking to y'all, but this creeped me out. I woke up, couldn't go back to sleep, so I just told Spirit to tell me something, like whatever, just talk to me, and it literally told the exact story that I already told somebody who had faked their death.
Now, this could be right and exact, right? But the difference is, I never faked my death. I only called the Social Security Administration, and they already had me listed as dead already. I was already dead. Okay, let me see, 7 years since 2018. A few years prior to that, let's say 14, 13 to 16. Okay, when I was sitting next to my ex, Latoya Kenitra Jenkins. Okay, over 15 years, this woman tried to unalive me. I believe she used that as well to put in her arsenal. Or this is because, see, there's someone in my family, they already had this plan in motion. And I didn't know until last year, around this same type of time right now. I woke up back in August, July, June, yeah, let's say June, because I was going to put out a documentary I did on Tupac Shakur being a ancestral plant into the rap game to transform it back into the harmonious influence, protecting, helping our people, which is hip hop. Okay, so we can get something out of it, right? And like he said, I want to get all the imposters out. People ain't saying a lot of shit, but they ain't talked or consulted with the ancestors to see or get the actual truth of what was being done universally. Okay?
Said because you faked her death and you already accounted for it as dead, the woman that you're with is going to try to assassinate you.
And this woman, she tried to take my life. She put me in a mental facility. She was offered $50,000 from a 41-year-old Irishman or a white guy named Violet. Violet. How I know his name is because she went to the gas station and she took a little too long, which made me at the time jump in my car, hurry up and go see what she was doing. Okay, but I done pulled to the other pump on the other side and I walk up, and when I walk up, she leaned the fuck over, like just like really leaned over and shit, chilling, and I can hear his voice, and all I could see on a phone call was 734. I couldn't memorize the rest of the numbers, and then I seen Violet. But she hadn't already came inside the house one night, you know, buzzed the fuck up and wouldn't tell me what she was or anything, right? So at this point, I'm just like, I don't give a fuck about nothing no more. Like, fuck everything, since you ain't no sense of arguing. So I said, fuck it, okay? And she said, what would I do if somebody offered me 50,000? I was offered $50,000 by someone. Would you take the money? I told her, hell fucking no, because there's going to be consequences, right, and repercussions behind it. And you know, this is a price. And what is the price? What do you have to do? Okay, this goes beyond sex. You understand? So I told her what I wouldn't do. I later found out that she was seeing this man sexually and some other things possibly. Okay, and that is because she put me to the side and kept telling me she has to do this in order to save the house and I can start my business because I had so many jobs that I went and bought me a lawnmower because I lost so many jobs. Okay, then I had to literally sit down and try to figure out what the fuck was going on with my life that I couldn't hold a job. It just made no sense to me. And that means that I was losing jobs for no fucking reason. Some reasons, okay, but it's just too many jobs I had in under a year. And that's about 20 fucking jobs, okay? But this woman was sitting right there.
And she's working with somebody, and you're going to be found, and you're going to be left.
Now, when I was acting I was pulled. I don't even know how this started, but I remembered that my homeboy Travis, okay, we call him Roguish right now. Okay, that's his name. When I was in the penitentiary, I used to be rapping certain shit to him over the phone, and I was like, yeah, this shit gonna be hard. This gonna be a hit. And he'll be like, yeah, man, I got something for you. This is me right now trying to figure out how did I get into the acting situation. But I learned that he had been shooting a few scenes. I'm just putting it together. I'm not really sure about all of this, but I feel like he's the one of how I was able to start acting. In fact, I'm almost 100% sure. And then him and my with his cousin Al Boogie, they started a something called GMR Records, okay, and that's dealing with Travis's his record company or something like that. So I was like, I'm not getting involved with it. So I think a lot of this shit got to do with me getting into the acting game. I started acting for a little bit. You feel me, for a few months, but I ended up putting that shit down is because when I picked up the rifle had live rounds in it. As soon as I touched the gun, I had a vision shoot across my goddamn face, and I saw me in the woods, and we were we were gonna shoot this scene, but they were unaliving me using live rounds. So he pops the round out the gun. This is Lariq, right? He pops it out the gun and tosses me the gun back like, yeah, man, you know we don't make them kind of mistakes. But at the same time, the only thing in my mind was thinking about Alec Baldwin when he used the gun and they killed the person on camera. Then I thought about Bruce Lee. Then I thought about his son, okay? But this happened in the woods. Another situation, like she just said about the woods, this is going to go back to Latoya, right? Angel Face Jenkins or Angel Face L, Angel Face Latoya, okay, who's a real life demon. I don't give a fuck how nobody feel. I'm tired of these motherfuckers. Everybody can get it at this point. I don't even want nobody to come around me. It's because the shit that y'all been doing to me is going to let me know that I'm able to do what I want to do to you, because the police haven't done nothing, internal affairs have not done nothing, and the feds that I called have not done anything. So at this point, if anybody come into my vicinity, my area, right, if I'm at somewhere eating and I see your ass, I'm gonna get the fuck up and leave, right? If you follow me, I got the right to take your motherfucking life. I've already been saying my piece. Y'all know what y'all have done. Nobody has said anything, so I'm not gonna give 9 or 10 fucks to take your motherfucking life. So people better stay the fuck away from me. Flat the fuck out. You have made me homeless. You bitches have taken my car, right? You done put me in a mental facility. All kinds of shit. And ain't nobody trying to help Russo. Instead, everybody is quiet. Nobody has called me. Nobody has reached out to me. Nobody has sent me a motherfucking text unless it's some subliminal ass threat. Flat the fuck out. But Halloween last year around this motherfucking time, she had been asking me for a while that I want to go to a Halloween party. Knowing damn well I'm not that kind of nigga. Fuck that party, right? Because if shit was sweet, I would have probably went. But shit wasn't sweet, it wasn't cool. So this gonna be another situation where they will have me in the woods at this Halloween party, okay? Which you know is some bullshit, because the night of everybody supposed to go to this party, I didn't go. Now don't nobody go. So why ain't nobody else go out? Her sister and them come over. They in there asking questions. I can hear their thoughts. And they wondering, she's like, what happened? I thought you was going to get him to go. I thought you said you had this. I can hear the conversation, so I get up and open the door. I walk up and I walk in the living room, right? Peaches and Reno and shit. Reno sit the fuck down. When I look at Peaches, Peaches never ever in her life spoke to me the way that she did that night. But she looked at me like, hey, you understand? So I knew that it's never been like that. So I knew it was some bullshit then.
In the woods, tennis swords in the wood, in the woods. It literally told the exact story that I told that person months ago. So it must be about to happen or something.
And this part, she told me, saying, well, I guess it must be about to happen or something. This is going to go to them whole ass MK Ultra, what I call deep state tarot readers, right? There was a part of this shit, right? And trying to get me killed. Smear campaigns and shit like that. So they'll send these little weak bitch ass I just seen another video of this woman and she talking about some, yeah, you made yourself. No, I can say what the fuck I want to say. If the shit happening to me, bitch, is happening to me. It ain't happening to y'all. That shit just pissed me off. That's what's wrong with these motherfuckers. Ain't never been they ain't never been in prison. They ain't never woke up on their deathbed like I done woke up on my deathbed 4 and 5 motherfucking times. Flat the fuck out. These motherfuckers ain't never went through death, don't know what it look like, don't know what it smell like. They only know about sacrificing other people and doing something to somebody else. Motherfuckers ain't never been through nothing because they always sacrificing somebody else, but they won't sacrifice and kill them motherfucking selves. Flat the fuck out. So she want to send these vibrations out saying, I guess it's about to happen.
But yeah, this is what came out in order. I'll tell you when I think that story stops.
I don't play games, yo.
Shit, this could be multiple y'all in situations like this, and you don't know you gotta. You don't know you about to. Your girl about to set you up.
This is why God chose me, right? The creator and creatress. My mom and papa chose me to be the way that I am. She snickering and shit? What's funny?
Your girl inside man or something. This was all in this person's thing. Like I said, this could be something you need to know too.
I can feel the vibrations, the undertones on it. Like I said, this dealing with a whole cult or cults and covens of tarot readers. I told you I had the privilege of meeting these motherfuckers through the television and through this phone. Motherfuckers talking to me through the TV. I'm making jokes and shit months after and shit. Like, who the fuck put the cameras and the microphones in the TV? Type of shit. At my sister's house. Why this nigga sitting here poisoning me? DJ ho ass. D-Wee son. And I already got video of that up. And then my sister and them steal my phone, or her daughter. One of them stole a motherfucker. I go in the room, I go to the bathroom, I come back, my phone fucking gone. I get to praying and shit. Shit in the room start moving the fuck around while I'm fucking praying. Make they ass scared. They get the fuck out the room. I think it was her dad because he done transformed. You feel me? Y'all will call it he died and shit, but you just transform. You feel me? And then and then when I get up and I sit down, God said, go back in there. When I go back in there, I step on my phone. It's wrapped up in a grocery market bag. Who put the fucking phone in the bag? I just left out of here looking for it. The bathroom. I said, okay, you know how you backtrack. Like, let me just, you start talking to yourself. Like, let me go back and make sure because I'm tripping. And then I say, damn, man, I hope she ain't in. And man, that shit broke me down, put me on the floor, got me crying because I said, damn, I can't trust a soul. Fuck these motherfuckers.
This is literally in order. This is where I don't know if this is still tied to this. This could be, because this came out in Sebastian's case.
This came out in other motherfuckers' reads. This came out in other motherfuckers' reads. The wheelchair, all of that is because they tried to give me a caretaker and all of this shit. But I stopped fucking with weed. I stopped fucking drinking coffee. I stopped fucking with everything. I don't even eat meat. It's because they were poisoning my food at my sister's house. Before that, when I was at what I thought was my home, my ex was poisoning me. I was shitting blood for a year straight. A motherfucking year straight just shitting blood. I had to heal my motherfucking self. Cause I felt like it was so many people. I started having these visions and shit. I say, damn, this doctor's involved. So by the time I make it to the motherfucking mental facility, now you gotta remember, I'm raising my grandkids at the time. Motherfuckers ain't have an issue with me, or they had issues and I didn't fucking know it. But I just know that whole little year and shit, I just realized my circle already small, but I just start to realize that people didn't give a fuck about me. I couldn't call nobody for no money or nothing. My car was going down. I asked my brother Mook, I'm like, damn nigga, I need to make a couple hundred. Please, man, help me. Nobody will give me over 10, 20 motherfucking dollars. And they ain't do shit for me. I can get some weed or something, gotta pay something back. But other than that, ain't a motherfucking soul tried to help that nigga Caruso the fuck out. I'm ready to stomp on people's shit right now. Oh God, they got me fucked up. They so lucky God is involved. Otherwise, I would pick motherfuckers' houses up and throw them bitches down the street.
Something that so I don't know where this is going. So somebody's caregiver, you might want to have your antennas up. Do they really care about you? Maybe when you hire for your family, I don't know. Okay,
motherfuckers better move and kick rocks.
Member or something that you might want to check.
This them hits and shit. This them niggas is following me and shit. You feel me? That the unalive tatted up. That's her name. You can look it up. Right? Tatted up. Miss Evil. They killed her. Them same niggas that was following me. This is not that. Them niggas was following me downtown, and my sister shit, her car balled the fuck up. The tarot reader said that she was gonna get in an accident. The problem was me and Dee-Wee about the same height. He bald head and everything, but he ended up totaling the motherfucking car, which makes me feel like they thought that was me in the motherfucking car. But before that, I was driving the car downtown, and I ended up, thank God, like I said, all y'all, everybody should be, y'all lucky. Flat the fuck out. But I ended up following the motherfuckers that was following me because I was listening to God. God say, make a left, run a light, make another left. Notice everybody keep turning the same exact ways. All of the people that's following you. I'm like, damn. And then he said, go out further. Keep going out further. I kept seeing the same cars in the same area. They just made a left or a right, but hurried up, probably sped up to get back in the vicinity that I was in. And this big ass G-Wagon, right? I take a picture of the motherfucker. I start the video, record the motherfucker. By the time I get to the crib, like me talking, they done took all of the audio out of it. And then now ain't no room or no space in my shit. Cause they done clone hacked and tapped my phone. But the same G-Wagon that I ended up following them niggas pulled over, they pointing at me like I told you that today. You can see them in the car, they arguing like a motherfucker, like you done lost this nigga. You feel me? But I ended up following them. The strangulation shit, this comes from being at the house, right? And motherfuckers wanted to break in my sister's house and shit at the time. And I poured water on them niggas at the back of the house and threw the bottles of waters on them niggas like, get the fuck on. Flat the fuck out, bitches.
You got that?
Like I said, they was drugging me and all of that shit. Another reason why I stopped smoking motherfucking weed is because the weed wasn't even... I've been smoking weed all my motherfucking life, and now the weed didn't even taste like weed anymore. I can't even explain it, but my tongue was going numb, all of that shit. This at my sister's house. They'll offer me certain kinds of weed, and I didn't understand that shit. So I got to the point I was like, fuck it, I'll break these motherfucking tails down and blow that shit if I ain't had no weed. Y'all know how this shit go. I ain't too proud to beg. I ain't one of them. But I wasn't making no money or nothing. And the little money I did have, I wouldn't even go to the dispensaries that they were going to. It's because I was already hip. I'm paying attention. So when I start to really figure out what was going on, every time I go downstairs to make my food, this nigga go downstairs if I go upstairs, right? I come downstairs, this nigga hurrying up, running upstairs. I check my food. I done counted the racks out and everything in the oven and everything. I done set the aluminum foil on it, so I know he putting shit in my food. So now I'm pissed off. And I got to stay a certain kind of way because she came over here talking to my sister, talking about something. I'm going to let that young nigga loose on that nigga. Man, I'll beat your nigga the fuck to death. The fuck? And she know that shit, talking about she going to let that nigga loose on me. Let what nigga loose on me? I'll beat that nigga ass and his dad. I don't give a fuck no more. Fuck everybody.
Know if they Like for one person I investigated, it looked like it was a natural death, but they might have poisoned him.
That's the shit they been on, trying to make it look like it's ain't no motherfucking natural shit. How the fuck you got a nigga that don't smoke, drink, party, work out every motherfucking day? Why the fuck do my heart be hurting around this bitch? That's another reason. I don't fuck with no drugs that's masquerading as foods, neither.
Or drugged him or something like that. So they doing man-made disasters, making it look like it's an accident, but it was man-made. Okay, so be careful with that. All right, make it very known that you ain't touching nothing and there should nothing be in your system. Okay.
I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't eat meat. I don't even have sex around this bitch. Every female I see around this bitch, I think she feeling like something. I see something on the bitch and she a rat. I'm tired of trash ass bitches.
Watch who you got around you, who around your food, your drinks. Watch how much you doing yourself, okay? Don't be letting your emotions.
And that's the problem with a lot of these readers. Not saying she one of them, but they'll follow the path of another reader. They'll sit around and you'll think that they getting these divine messages, and the whole time and shit, they getting it from the source. They getting it from the one individual, right, who's causing people to be kicked out of their homes. They paying these people to do this thing. That's how I got here, okay? Whether it be life insurance policies, like my ex asked me, what did I want the money to, who did I want the money to go to? Out the fucking blue, leaving doors open, out the fucking blue. It's 12 o'clock at night. Why the fuck is the doors unlocked? I just told your ass I'm in this bitch paranoid and I don't know what the fuck going on, but why you every night, every time you go outside for a second and you come back in, you leave the door unlocked. I've been with you 15 years. You ain't been doing this. Huh? Shit like that. It's big. These motherfucking readers, man. I'm telling you. Like I said, I call these not her, right? But some of these motherfuckers are called deep state terror. I don't give a fuck how nobody feel. Motherfuckers better stay there and keep they. Oh my God.
Emotions and all that get to you when you do too much, because they're trying to send psychic invasions, like take your mind over, kind of your emotions over, to where you want to go do some type.
So when she just said that, that's why I labeled it MK Ultra Tarot. It's because the MK Ultra Tarot, you don't know why. You don't know why this motherfucker just went out here and just start, fuck this school up and did. That's because that nigga in there watching tarot. You feel me? Or he in there watching some shit that's that these cults are a part of, and they're using these wavelengths, they're using these frequencies, these colors, these certain types of videos, and you don't know he in here, he glued to the motherfucking TV, and he done lost his brain because he not strong enough mentally. Excuse me. He not strong enough to identify the differences. Like I said, they put me through the shit. But I made it through the shit because I'm not one of them. I don't gotta have this shit for real, for real. You feel me? You gotta understand, I've been in the penitentiary. So I know what it feels like to can't speak, can't talk for real, for real. Cause everybody listening and shit like that. I know what it feels like. But prison showed me that I wasn't a criminal. I didn't have the criminal mentality and I didn't deserve this shit. I deserve whatever the case calls for me to have to deal with. But it made me realize what I really deserved and what I didn't. And I'm not one of those types of people. You feel me? Even my prison record was squeaky motherfucking clean for real, because I beat the shit out of this one motherfucker. They asked me to go to a prison that had a 99.99 going home parole rate. Because they said, you're not one of these kinds of individuals, and if we let you stay here, you'll never make it out. Do you still want to go to this particular type of prison? And I said, yeah. So they sent me to this particular type of prison, which was a level 4, but we was level 1, and we worked there. It's the most money that you can make in prison is where they sent me. You feel me? So my character speaks for itself when it comes to certain shit. These motherfuckers gonna have to get this shit. I'm telling you, fuck these motherfuckers.
The substance, and then, okay, so just watch out for all of that.
Man, how many minutes?
And then lastly, we got